guys, it's Sarah. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Sims 4 speed build. So today we're building an Oasis Springs and we're building a mid-century modern kind of family home. It's pretty small. You guys can pretty much see the shell of the house already, but it's kind of funny because I just got through on one of my last speed builds talking about how much I don't really like building an Oasis Springs, so it's kind of funny to be back in this world so soon after that. But I was gonna try to build this maybe in Willow Creek or New Crest, and I didn't really like how it looked with the background. Like, I didn't have any houses there, but you can still see all those houses kind of off in the distance, and they all look so suburban, or I don't even know if that's right, but I feel like it is. I feel like it's suburban, but anyway, they don't look modern at all, and so I felt like this would look really weird when you could see that in the background. And so I just decided to build an Oasis Springs. So that's where we're at. We're on a 30 by 20 lot. I'm pretty sure this is a 30 by 20 lot. And I don't know the name of the neighborhood, but it's the one that has the really modern houses. And I really like the way this house turned out. You guys can let me know what you think. I hope you enjoy it as well. But as usual, the inspiration for this build came from Pinterest. So I'm going to go on and put that picture on the screen now where you guys can see what I was going for. And yeah, I was kind of trying to recreate this house. And I feel like it looks pretty good. The only thing is the roofing is a little bit different because I couldn't really figure out how exactly they had the roofing set up in that picture. And so I felt like the front piece needed to be a little bit different because at first I had this just one piece of roofing on that like second half of the build on the right side. And I didn't really like the way it looked. It kind of looked weird. So then I tried to kind of add a platform in the middle of it when I changed it to like the half-hipped roofs. I think that's what it's called. So I had changed the roofs and then I tried to add this like little platform in the middle of it. But I didn't really like the way that looked either. And so I ended up adding this other roof piece to kind of feed into the one that's on the left. And so it's a little bit different and I'm not sure about it, but I think it looks okay. You guys can let me know what you think, but I did say this was a mid-century modern. I think I did anyway, but I want to go on and say that honestly, I don't really know that much about that style. I kind of felt like when I saw this picture that this was a mid-century modern house. I don't think anything actually says that. So that's just kind of me like thinking that this was that style. So if this is not the right building style or anything like that, I'm sorry, I don't know. It just looked like that to me. So I wanted to give it a try and build it. And whatever style it is, I kind of like it, to be honest. I don't know why, but I really like the way this one turned out. And right now I'm adding this like little wall around the right side of the house. And so that's actually like a debug fence, I think, or a wall. I guess it's not really a fence, but anyway, it came out of the debug menu and I'm pretty sure it's base game. And that detail was kind of in the inspiration picture and I just really liked it. And so I kind of went through those debug like live edit. It's actually live edit, I guess. When you guys watch my videos, most of the time I just refer to anything from the debug or live edit objects menu as from the debug menu, so I don't ever remember that they're actually two different menus, especially now that I'm using the Better Build By because it's all already on there, so I don't even have to plug in the cheats, so I just don't think about it at all. But anyway, I think it's from the live edit menu, but I added that and I ended up having to add like a second one underneath it, but I really like the detail at the top. I think it's really cute and I think it adds a lot to the house. It's very nice, so I think so at least. But anyway, I also added this little carport area that was in the inspiration picture and I think that's so cute as well. I add a little debug car later on in that little area and I think it just adds to a little like neighborhoody kind of feel. And then this lot has that little park right next to it, and so I kind of did try to make this into a family home. It's not like, it doesn't look like a suburban family home or anything like that, but I did add I added one kids room. I was gonna say kids room, but technically it's kind of like a nursery / toddler's room. So it's not really just for kids. And then I have another bedroom that has a double bed, but you could like change it into a kid's room or you could use it for a teen or something like that. But this house has 3 bedrooms total and 1 bathroom. So I thought that was pretty good because it kind of looks like a small house from the exterior. So I felt like that turned out pretty good. Like I got a good amount of stuff in there. But then I added this pathway as well. I don't know if you guys noticed it while I was doing it, but I added this little pathway to the front of the house and I was gonna add the terrain paint, but I am terrible with the terrain paint. And so I ended up just using the flooring tool thing. I don't know what it's called. I think it's actually like the deck tool maybe. I'm not sure. But I used that to kind of add this platform. It's definitely not a platform, sorry about that, but I added this little walkway, and so I used the curved corner to make it have a little curve because that's how the inspiration was, and I really liked that detail, so I wanted to have it. So I did add the little curved corner, but then to make the inside curved as well, I saw this on a Kate Emerald video the other day, and I don't know if anyone else has done it before, but I had never seen anyone do this, and I thought it was really interesting. So she put another curved corner piece on the inside, but of course we don't have one that bends inward, and so you kind of have to place it next to the walkway, and so it's actually in the grass area. But this one worked out perfectly because the grass flooring option that we have matches this lot, I feel like, really well. And that doesn't always happen because I have tried to use that before on different lots, and depending on like what kind of terrain paint or what kind of grass is on that lot, it might not work and it might not look good. And so at first I tried it with the basement dirt. I was going to use that because that's what I thought I was going to have to use, and then I realized that the grass flooring tile, whatever you would call that, I don't know what you would call it, but it's the flooring option for some grass, and it matched perfectly with this color and this texture and everything. And so I was really happy with the way that turned out, but that's not my ideal. I did see that on one of Kate Emerald's most, I think it was a pretty recent speed build that I saw her do that. I can't remember which one, but I thought it was a really cool ideal, and I love the way it turned out. It doesn't make it into a perfect curve. It makes it a little bit wider, but it's okay. I think it's still nice because, you know what, at least it's still got really straight lines, you know? And I can't do that with the terrain paint. I know a lot of people can, but I just struggle with the terrain paint and I don't like using it. So I really like this option a lot better. But this is another weird thing, and I don't know if this is going to make any sense when I say it, but I feel like the outside of this house kind of has a cartoonish look about it. I don't know why. I tried the whole time while I was building, I tried to figure out why I felt like that, because pretty much as soon as I got the outside of the house done, I started feeling like that. But I don't mean it in a bad way either. I just feel like it kind of has a weird, like, kind of cartoonish look about it. Like, I don't know why, but for some reason I kept thinking of Scooby-Doo, which really doesn't make sense because it really doesn't look like anything from Scooby-Doo, so I don't know why that was in my head, but for some reason that's what it made me think of. I don't know if it's because I have the like afternoon light on and it's like really bright and it makes the grass really bright, maybe. I don't know. I also used a lot more colors on the outside of this house than I normally would. So the inspiration picture had a blue door, and so I wanted to add a blue door as well. I don't use a lot of colors, and so sometimes when I'm looking at an inspiration picture and there's colors in it, then I feel like a little bit more confident about using more colors because I'm like, oh, somebody else likes this as well. And so I wanted to include the blue door, and I did. And originally I also had it on the back door as well. The back doors were blue. But then when I got into the interior and I was decorating the interior, I have this like living area as an open concept. So you see both doors, but then you also see all the bedroom doors, and I didn't want the bedroom doors to be blue. And so I felt like it looked really weird. So I ended up leaving the front door blue, and then I changed the back doors to brown because I felt like that made more sense for some reason in my brain. It made more sense for the front door to be like a feature, but then it didn't make sense for there to be that more than the front door, if that makes sense. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being a little bit weird. I do use a lot of blue accents for this house though, and that's one thing I will say about the mid-century modern, because that is what I'm calling this house. Because like I said, I think I said this, I don't know, but I felt like this style was mid-century modern, but I'm not like an expert. I don't really know. So I'm just going off of what I thought when I saw the house. But as far as the interior goes, I definitely don't know what style would make an interior mid-century modern. To me, it's just like a lot of wood tones, kind of simple decorations. And I tried to look up, you know, some interior pictures that had that reference or that were supposedly mid-century modern interiors. But yeah, I don't know about that. The interior may just be like a regular interior. I did try to go look for furniture that looked like what I had seen when I looked that up, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure about the interior. I like it. I like the way it turned out. I just don't know about the style. But you guys can let me know what you think. If you know like more about what makes something mid-century modern, let me know. I know this may sound weird, but sometimes it kind of looks like a dated style to me. But I do think that's wrong because I know it's very popular right now, and so it can't be like a dated thing if everyone's into it now, right? I don't know, but to me, it kind of reminds me of like maybe the 70s. I don't know. I'm probably really wrong about that, but I don't know why, but sometimes that's what it makes me think of. I like it. I think it's very cute. Well, not cute. That's probably not a great word to describe it, but I do really like the way it looks. But anyway, on the interior, we have that big open concept living space. So we have a living area, a kitchen, a dining room, and I added this little fireplace as well. And I'm just now realizing that the little wooden frame that I put around it actually got deleted at some point. So I'll have to go back and put that in before I upload this to the gallery. I did not notice that until right now. But it also has one main bedroom, which really doesn't have a whole lot in it, to be honest. It's kind of a skinny bedroom. It's kind of little and cramped, but I do have that one main bedroom, and then I added onto that bedroom, I added a nursery, and I added a little toddler bed in there so it could work for either one. But the door to that bedroom is attached to the main bedroom, so you can't access it from the other part of the house. But I figured that would make sense for a nursery, so I don't know. But anyway, we have one bathroom, and the bathroom is very big and spacious, so you could cut into that if you wanted to use the room for something else. But then we have this one other bedroom that has a double bed. Like I said, you could use that for a teen, or maybe you could change it up a little bit and make it into a kid's bedroom. But anyway, that's pretty much it for this build. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a little bit different style than I'm used to doing, but let me know what you think down below in the comments. I always love hearing from you guys. And yeah, just thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you're all doing really, really well, and have a great weekend, and I will talk to you guys soon with another speed build.
Woohoo!